Strategic distinction, take three. What do we have in front of us?
What we're talking about is the fundamentals of what we're trying to achieve on a project. So the idea is you want people to have belief in the company, what it does for the world, how it connects to them, and how they deliver against that. But you also want that idea to be specific and distinct for the company, rather than just a generic idea or something that is in the sea of sameness, because there's so many companies that just act and operate in the same way. And a big part of that is relevance. It has to be something that shows up in the world and does something that it has meaning and is helpful to people or interesting and they want, and it's on their terms as well as on the terms of the company.
I think a good example actually is this from Rolly. It's I'll put it under this camera, but we've just finished a project with them.
Yes.
And we're working with founder Roland Lamb, who's essentially a visionary. He's kind of set himself a task and has been successful at it, at reinventing what a keyboard is. But his ambition was much greater than that. He wants to really inspire 1 billion new musicians, which is a massive kind of ambition, but really exciting. So how do you do that? And I think, you know, to create distinction, we really needed to understand the philosophy behind him, his work, and his team.
But we wanted to move them to a much more interesting space, which is about self-expression for everybody. And that's where the free the music idea sits. So you're actually thinking about where the company is and where you can take them and position them in a way that gives them that real estate to be distinct, still on their own terms, but what you're doing is better serving the audiences and people that will be learning the music through their technologies.
Yeah, thanks.
Who should we be looking at? I'm conscious I was looking at Lucas as a question.
I mean, I think for the moment you could be chatting me.
I think brands have to evolve beyond flexibility. They have to be adaptable and they have to be proactive about it. So the idea of brands and rebrands is great. It's certainly what we do, but we're also trying to build brands that evolve and adapt over time. So if you take something like Canada Water, the arc of that project is 16 years. So we need to make a brand that evolves over time and adapts as culture and that community changes. So I think there's an amazing challenge to argue whether or not you can create an intelligent identity system or a brand that lasts that long. And then can adapt with the tools that we might create for it. And I think that's a really interesting challenge, but it's not whether or not a brand should be flexible. It must, it's table stakes. You know, we talked about relevance a lot, but brands need to continue to stay relevant because they read the future and they read the room.
I was just thinking we should do intelligent identity, but we don't have the diagram here, do we?
I can sketch it.
No.
Yeah. You can just move all the sheets out and then just draw.
On the table.
Yeah.
Got it? What we're trying to do and what Paul was talking about is an intelligent identity, and it's a number of things. The first thing is a purpose-led strategy. So the strategy and the engine of that drives the purpose and meaning for people. And the first thing you do is inspiring the people in the company. So inspiring people to do better on behalf of the brand, do better on behalf of the brand. You're also driving meaning into the identity, so it's something that has resonance with people. You're building a coherence and a connection with people. So the idea is that you're ultimately trying to give a much clearer relationship with the end audience. What you need for that is an adaptive design system, as we talked about, something that shows up in the world in the right way every time. And that means it has to have relevance in use. So it has to do the right thing at the right time for the right person. And that's building structure and the attribution that's needed. It also has a clear voice and opinion. So it has a perspective on the world. It drives conversation. It drives involvement with people. And ultimately the idea is to build communities. It also does some cheeky innovation as well. And there it is. Beautifully sketched. There we go. You can, we'll pop it on the wall somewhere. We can use that in future presentations with clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me do that as if I'd done that myself. And by the magic of television...
What have you got there, Si?
So this is the other thing that's important, I think, is the work has to have effect. So in the case of Hulu, since we've worked on it, there's been a 33% increase and it's a doubled subscriber. And what that means is more people are using the service, more people are enjoying the great entertainment on it. And ultimately, that's the idea, is to just reach people who might enjoy watching great entertainment. And for us, that's what's really important, that if we do work which is successful, creatively engages people and it feels right for the project, but then it has an actual pragmatic effect, and that's ultimately the power of professional creativity and creativity for business.